Autopsy of a name in 3 parts. 1, boy learns his name. Kofi, born on Friday. I lost my grandfather recently. A Brooklyn jazz musician that spoke in vinyl records and sing-song parables. We were born with no names. Just the sounds our country embedded on our tongues. My grandfather's tongue spoke Fonte, spoken Nas lyrics. He sang to me often in my youth. This is where I'm gonna ask y'all to help me out. I know I can be what I wanna be. If I work hard at it, I'll be where I wanna be. I could do anything. In Ghana, your name is tied to the day of the week you first push air from your lungs. I was once asked, who are you before you learned your name? The question still has no answer, though. The closest thing I've mustered is, before my name, I was baby hair and lighter skin. My mother's love and my father's restlessness, they nicknamed me Fee. Call me Superman. Call me childhood trapped in an older body. My name tastes like pineapple blunt wraps and homemade meals. Smells of grass from springs I spent running. It tastes bitter in a white mouth. It's bitter, meaning it's dark. And what I'm trying to say is I'm easily diluted. That I let cream turn coffee to Starbucks Frappuccino in the name of respectability. My mother called me by many names. I have no names but my own, but even that name isn't mine. It was given to me. My father took my middle name when I was born. It was Ayo. He didn't like it, so he left it off my birth certificate, and isn't that godly? That a man can mold you in his image without such a presence in your life, too. Child names himself. And so the boy painted himself across a country, tore his body from soil, left the woman that breathed life into his weary vessel, all in search of a name, one that is not given but found, one that is not taken but received. He learned quickly that this is not a thing to be trivialized, the first choice you are not allowed to make. Boy names himself the space between his first and last names. 3. Most of the men in my family died suddenly. My uncle on my mother's side died suddenly 2 years ago. My cousin passed before I was born of something that's usually preventable. My grandfather passed in February out of the blue, and nobody really knows the answer to what sent him beyond. They all have one thing in common, though. Their names were Kofi. I'm one of the only few Kofis alive in my extended family, to my knowledge. So this is an ode to my cursed name. We found each other on Friday, January 1st. That's how it goes for people where we come from. I was born on Friday, or Friday birthed the curse. That Friday, the 1st, became the 13th. I look out for the homies. They ask me if I'm all right. I rarely answer. Just say I worry about my family and they worry about me more. Because Kofi is as common as Joe in my homeland. That's hyperbole, but Kofi is the closest thing that they've ever compared to tying me to a crucifix. I love my name. It's the only thing I've ever held with pride. I hate my name. It has joined me to a man that is more of a manifested mystery than a father, but without that, I do not become Kofi Dadzie, my grandfather's lost boy. Growing up, he nicknamed me Kofi Lost, said I could never be found. When Kofi lost his life, my name was nowhere, a voidless hollow. Or a Friday morning, the sun did not rise, and I rose like I always did the next morning. Said nothing to nobody about nothing. Just said my name.